Hey guys, Stephen here, back with another live video, back talking about Manchester City. I was about a minute late there, sorry guys, I mean, it's just what it is, you know. I'm trying to get my camera sorted out. For some reason it looks very blue, which is not always a bad thing from a Manchester City fan channel. But it's gone dead blue, and I don't know why it's gone blue, so I'm all a little bit blue, so you have to accept that. Hello anyone, hello to everyone joining in, not hello anyone, I guess. Hello to all the usuals joining in. Already 123 people watching, thank you very much, guys, you're all absolutely wonderful. Hello to Philip, hello to Adam, and Philip have been arguing. No fighting in my comment section, by the way. This is a friendly place. I haven't read back to see who's arguing, who's causing it, but I want everyone always just to be nice. So everyone be nice. Hello to Danilo, maybe the one and only, the GNRL, to Dara, I noticed you, there you go. Hello to the Beast and Moni and everyone else, and Rick Grimes. Hope you're all good. Make sure you get those likes up. 200 people watching and 71 likes, so make sure to hit that like button, and we're going to talk about all the things scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Your questions will be welcome today, of course, as they always are welcome, but we're going to talk about quite a few things. Someone just said Steven's looking sexy. Sorry, Nicola, that's from Blue Zephos. Oh, Nicola's got headphones in, so she didn't notice anyway, but that's totally fine. Thank you very much. What do you make of the new shirt? That is one of the things that is scrolling currently across the bottom of the screen. I have got that new away kit. Also, I did a review as well. If you haven't watched the new away kit, new away kit review, go and watch it. I like it. I genuinely really like this kit. Spoiler, it's one of my highest rated kits. I think it's Fire 2 Rockley. I think it's a very, 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 very nice kit, and it's an instant classic. Now, someone else pointed to me that the pattern doesn't quite line up with the bottom of the middle bit there, which is a massive shame, you know what I mean? It's like offset on the replica one. But I still think it looks really cool. I haven't noticed it at all. Ajani Aminata, thank you very much, Ajani Aminata. Ajani says, I hope Eric Garcia stays, and I hope he does too. We're going to get onto that very, very soon, Ajani. But Ajani, thank you very much. 267 people watching, 105 likes. That means people are watching and they haven't subscribed and they haven't liked it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. But yeah, get a quick review of it. My thoughts in general, these little patterns here, these little archways are symbols from Castlefield and Deansgate around Manchester. And personally, as I said in the review video, which you can go and watch the full version of, that has a lot of emotional connection for me. I really like the fact that it's got a connection to an area that I've been wandering around for the past few months during lockdown life. It's a beautiful part of Manchester. It's close to where I live. And I like the fact that I reference to it because I immediately know what it's on about. I can picture it in my head. And it's just a beautiful shirt. I like it a lot. So we'll get on to the Eric Garcia news. Eric Garcia basically, well, the reports come out have suggested that his agent is going to take control of all this kind of stuff now. His agent's going to take control of his future, which is a little bit concerning because usually when agents get involved, you start to worry about what decisions they're going to make. Now, according to this, his agent is Ivan De La Peña. Who remembers De La Peña? Let me know in the comments. Now, his agent said he'll decide what's best for his future, and he believes Manchester City's time of having Guardiola as the manager could be coming to an end sooner rather than later. As a result, he's a little bit reluctant to commit to a long-term future, allegedly. Now, I can understand that. I can understand any player, when they're trying to base their future, wondering who's going to be managing them, basically. Because you want to know if a certain manager's going to be around. It could be that Manchester City get a new manager in 2 years' time, and that guy just doesn't quite like Garcia for whatever reason. So he might be thinking, well, I want to train under Guardiola, but how long is Guardiola going to be around for? Now, Guardiola currently only has one more season on his contract. I do reckon if Guardiola extends his contract, we will see an extension for Eric Garcia too. I think the two will go hand in hand. But having said that, I do not blame Garcia for being a bit uncertain about committing his future to Manchester City right now, when he doesn't know if a year from now we get a new manager and a different style, and he thinks, you know what, I don't know if I want to be here anymore. So we're going to have to be very cautious on this. Abdallah said Garcia's agent is Puyol. Is it not Puyol and De La Peña? Aren't they part of the same company? That was my understanding. Puyol and Ivan De La Peña both run an agency. I might be wrong there, but that's what I thought. So maybe that article's quoting one of his agents, if that makes sense. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought those two were working together on this, because I swear I've seen them mentioned before, De La Peña and Puyol. Either way, he's got some very experienced head around him, but obviously he's got an ex-La Masia guy there in Puyol. So that's interesting. I want to read that comment, by the way, from Isaac Smith there. I said, from Sam Lee, Torres passed his medical in Barcelona and will be announced in the middle of the week. In that case, on holiday completed later this week. or the middle of next week. Yeah, I've heard the same thing, that Ake won't actually be back until like this weekend, so it's going to be a next week job. And Torres could be tomorrow, or it could be Wednesday. Annoyingly, I'm going for a walk tomorrow with Nicholas, so I would not be surprised if Torres is announced when I'm on a walk with Nicholas in not Wales. I'm just going to a beach tomorrow because we've got nothing to do during the daytime. So I've got a video pre-recorded already, so don't hate me for a pre-recorded video. But back onto Garcia. I'm starting to wonder, genuinely, this is a controversial opinion. What do you reckon, guys? If you got 25 million for Garcia with 1 year left on his contract, would you take it? I want to see a yes and a no. 25 million for Garcia. No way. I'm not adding that. I'm just curious what you think. Would you take 25 million for Garcia right now? What do you reckon about that? Let me know what you think in the comments, because I'm very curious to see your opinion. Alex reckons yes. Philip loves the live shows. Angry with Stephen. Yes, no, yes. Lots of. It's an interesting. It's kind of split actually. 30 million Renner says, which is. It's mainly no, I reckon. No, it's pretty even. Now I'll give you my reasoning on this. I really, really like Eric Garcia. You can go back through all my tweets. You can search Steve McInerney and Garcia, and you can see I've been bigging him up for 2 years now. I really rate him. I think he's a fantastic young player. Having said that, I still do think there are some question marks about his long-term future. Not in terms of his ability, but whether he'll become really effective in terms of physically in the Premier League, because that's a very big thing. He isn't the fastest, he isn't the strongest, he isn't the biggest. I'm not saying he won't be good enough, but there are some question marks still. So if Barcelona offered like 30 million, I would be tempted to consider it. I would be, given the fact that he might actually leave. It could be that we get a lot out of him. Now, having said that, he could be quality, and it'd be a shame to lose someone of immense ability, but he might never be quite as effective as we need in the Premier League. He might also be really good, and he might be that we get our money's worth for him, and he stays, and he's fantastic. But there are some minor concerns to have physically. And even largely, put it this way, who was it against the other day? When the ball went over the top, and I know Mendy was playing on, but it was never in a million years Garcia was going to keep up with that high line, because I thought he just does lack some physicality. Now, he's a very good player, and as Beyond Belief said, he's a leader, and he has the perfect mentality for a captain and eventually a manager. He does indeed. Obviously, I don't expect he'll be at Manchester City for 15, 20 years. You know, no one will expect a young Barcelona lad to be there a long time. But there are question marks there. I suspect at some point Manchester City will want to make a decision on Garcia. If he's got a year left on his contract, there is no way we're going to let someone leave for a free transfer that has resale value at the moment. Given the fact that we've got some Tosin Adebayo, as Daniel's just pointed out, Daniel Debo. There's Tosin Adebayo and there's Taylor Harwood-Bellis, which is a very good point. My instinct, if he doesn't sign a contract eventually, I would... just to answer someone's question. Tahar Nasser said Puyol wasn't tall. He wasn't indeed, but Puyol was an aggressive freak of nature, and he was a little bit quicker to react than Garcia. He was more aggressive, a little bit faster, and he had this ridiculous physicality despite him not being the biggest. You got to bear in mind that Garcia is also not that aggressive. I'm not saying he couldn't get that level, but Puyol made it up by being an absolute warrior. He was like a bloody samurai throwing himself about in defence. He was ridiculous, throwing himself all over the place, and I'm not sure Garcia is quite that either. Now, I could be wrong, of course. I'm just playing devil's advocate. And also, 400 people watching and 159 likes. What are you doing? Once again, press that like button. Get it up to over 200, please. And I love you all loads. Garcia is not 6 foot, I would say. I think he's about 5'11", I reckon. Maybe I'm wrong, but he looks a little bit shorter than 6 foot. But I'm not saying he's not going to make it. I'm just saying, if he gets to the point where there's a year left on his contract and he hasn't, well, it's a year left now and he's getting towards the start of the season and he hasn't signed, we may have to make a difficult decision on Eric Garcia's future, because we don't want to lose him on a free transfer next summer, do we? That would be terrible. So maybe then someone like Adebayo could get a chance instead. Adebayo is a fantastic centre-back. He's bigger, faster. He can pass it as well. I'm not saying he's a leader in the way that Eric Garcia is, but he's very good. He's had a good season at Blackburn, and I'd be very happy with a lad who's been at Manchester City's academy since he was like 8 years old, being our fourth centre back. So we'll see. Someone said where Nicola? There's Nicola. She's just over there chilling. She's Nicola's our first day as unemployed. First day as an unemployed job bum, but she's actually looking for jobs today, and she's had a few phone chats already with other people, so I'm very happy for her. Hello, Stephen, congrats on 37k. Hello, Thomas, and thank you very much. Yep, 37,000. The subs are going up pretty quickly at the moment. I quite like it, so thank you to everyone. I'm sure you're all supporting me, so thank you very much for the subscriber. But if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. But yeah, the debate rages on with Garcia. A little bit of news there, as you can see at the bottom as well. Hangel Herrera, he's edging closer to Valencia. They want to get him done, but they're waiting on like some kind of clearance for Paulista to get citizenship, and then you got one more space in their squad. Herrera is obviously going to Valencia, kind of in like exchange for Torres, not officially in exchange, but he's obviously part of that general deal. So yeah, that's going to draw closer, which means Ferran Torres draws closer. Do I enjoy doing these streams? Yeah, I do. I do indeed. No, yes, it's good fun. I like chatting to you all. Get this man to 50k by the end of 2020. I agree. I want to get to 43k. It's a weird thing. It means I'm bigger than Believe in Horizon, which is a now dead YouTube channel, which I used to be involved in. But I want to be the biggest Manchester City fan channel on here. And I know that I am kinda, but there's another one that's bigger and dumb, and I want to be bigger than that. So get me up to 43k, get me up to 50k, and 50k is like the target, and I'll be very, very happy. So that's what I want. Hella's not a fan of Ake. He's not tall and imposing, but he's fast and agile and aggressive. So at least he's got something, if that makes sense. So, and he's left-footed as well, which is worth its weight in gold. What else is on the headlines today? Obviously, this kit just launched. Also, we have to talk a little bit about one of our starlets who could be leaving, Jamie Bynoe-Gittens. If you don't know much about him, he's currently 15. He turned 16 in a few days. He's a ridiculously talented, genuinely very, very good left-sided winger. He reminds me of Sancho. He really does remind me of Sancho, unfortunately. It looks like he's going to go. He's currently being guided up by Dortmund and PSG, amongst others. But this kid's really, really good. He's really, really good. I don't know why he wants to go. He's another one that doesn't feel his future's at Manchester City, which is a big shame because he has that same locomotion. That's how I can describe it. That same upright position and incredible technical ability that Sancho has. Sancho moves like a street footballer. How the ball sticks to his feet like he's playing pana football or something like that. And that's what Bynoe-Gittens reminds me of. And he wants to go. It's just a massive shame because he's such a talented player. Another winger, another fantastic player that wants to go. We have got some very good players who are here still, like your Palmers and your Delaps and all that kind of stuff. Braff's still here, but it'd be a shame. It'd be a massive shame to lose him. Thomas saying we're being linked with Diego Carlos. I think he'd be a good fit if we sell Garcia. He would indeed. I did a video the other day about Thomas. I like him. He's a bit fast. He's a bit aggressive. He's a bit strong. He looks like a good player. There are question marks still. He's only played 1 year at the highest level in La Liga. He was in the French league beforehand. But he looks very, very good. Lewis, I'm very good, thank you. Thank you very much, Lewis. It's a very nice question. It's been all right. I had a bad day a week ago. It's been good since then. We've had a really nice time. Me and Nicola over the weekend. We spoke to friends and family on Zoom and all that kind of stuff, and it was nice. And we chilled and we had a bit of time to ourselves. And now I'm always chatting to you guys, and I'm enjoying it. The Rock Lee's not happy about Sancho going United, and I'm not either. I'm not at all. Philip, Adam stopped. He stopped messaging anything. He stopped, so don't worry about it. If he carries on, Philip, sure, but he stopped now, so don't bring up the things that is already water under the bridge, so to speak. Don't worry about it. Sancho, yeah, Sancho going to United is worrying. He's a very good player. I know some people don't rate him, but I think he's genuinely just potentially world class. That is going to improve United massively. The only benefit is that they're going to rinse him for loads of money. Manchester City will essentially United are going to pay for Ferran Torres. Imagine some scenario where Ferran Torres fulfills his potential at Manchester City and actually somehow manages to surpass Sancho. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? You never know, though. It's not impossible at all. For value for money, it could be that we get a better deal. It could be that. It's not going to be easy, of course, but I would be very, very, very excited if Torres did that. Sancho will flop, according to No Yes. I don't think he will. I think he's just too good as a footballer. I think he improves them. I think they've got a young, dynamic, fast, skillful attack, and he's another one for it. Adzi saying we're in for Joao Felix. I don't think we are we? That's just rumours. Brian asking Sandler thoughts, by the way. Well, he just never plays, does he? He's always injured, so he looks like a good player, but it's hard to judge someone who spends all his time injured. So, I mean, he hasn't got a chance if he's never going to get fit, unfortunately. He's very unlucky to get an injury at Anderlecht, but he's nowhere near Manchester City's level at the moment because he needs to play more football and not be injured. But back on to Sancho. He's a good player. He's a very good player. Very good player. So we can't deny that. We have to be very honest about it. He improves United an awful lot. Someone just mentioned Joao Felix. So where's this report come from about Joao Felix? Joao Felix. Is there anything in this? There are rumours that City could. I think Sam Lee said Felix is up for sale at 100 million euros. That's interesting. I would take him. I would take him Manchester City. I like the idea of some incredible, intelligent false nine, a bit of a project. I would be up for it. I would be up for it definitely. But whether it's going to happen or not, we don't know. But I'd be very, very interested. Felix at Manchester City. He's a very good footballer. He's intelligent, and I would like it. Oh, Jack, thank you, Jack Langry, hero. Big round of applause to Jack there. Who to start centre back versus Madrid? I love your videos, and I love you too, Jack. Thank you very much for the support, pal. It's really appreciated. For me, Jack, it's going to be Laporte. I reckon it'll be Eric Garcia. I would actually go for experience in Fernandinho, genuinely. I think a big game you experience in this instance, but I think it'll be Eric Garcia. I think Garcia will get the nod alongside Laporte. I want Fernandinho there just because I want a little bit of experience. It could be Stones. You're always surprised. You never know. Garcia, though, is my guess. What does everyone reckon? Everyone answered Jack's question for centre-back. Who do you reckon it'll be? I think it's going to be Garcia and Laporte, Jack, with Cancelo and Kyle Walker at right-back. Cancelo's going to be a left-back, given Mendy suspended, I reckon. I will be doing, obviously, a preview as well. Probably early Thursday, I reckon. Thomas wants to see Braff, Tosin, Delap and Doyle break through for the first team next season. That would be wonderful. Obviously, Doyle is a Manchester City fan, so that'd be great. Tosin's been around for ages. I'd love the idea of someone going on loans, proving themselves, and getting into the first team. It's great. It's great to see someone make that step, if that makes sense. Someone make that development step would be great. Braff, of course, needs to get a go or two in the Carabao Cup next season. It's just a shame that we haven't got a pre-season, really. You know, when the young players go on tour with the first team and they get a bit of a chance away and they all play the pre-season games and we see how they get on. It's a shame we're not going to see that because that's a good chance for them usually. Oh, Sal, thank you very much. Sal Tamburello, don't have a question, just cheers from Brooklyn. Stephen and Nicola, you're legends. Did you hear that? Stephen and Nicola, you're legends. Well, Sal, you're a legend from Brooklyn. Sal, I wish we had met you when we were in Brooklyn back in November, sorry. I was back there. It's a shame. I would have loved to sail there when I was in New York. I've been to New York twice in the past couple of years, and it would have been great to sail there. But Sal, Jack, thank you very much, and everyone else. We'll be back. We'll be back in New York one day. Someone's just subbed as well. Rayhan just subbed. Thank you very much. By the way, 455 people watching. What do they need to do, Nicola?
Subscribe.
And there's 237 likes. You hear Nicola go blah, blah, in the background over there. Like the likey button from Nicola. The tweetest thing anyone has ever said on this channel. Oh, I won't get any rhubarb crumble. She's made blueberry, strawberry, and rhubarb crumble. Blackberry, rhubarb, and strawberry crumble I've got on the go. And if you don't like it, apparently I won't get any. So, you know, do you want me to die? It's on you if you don't. Not really. Like the video anyway. Any news on Koulibaly, Stephen? Jonathan, nope. I reckon we won't see any news. Someone's liked the video, by the way. Said liked, so I'm getting some. We won't see any Koulibaly news until Napoli are out the Champions League. I don't think, honestly, they'll negotiate at the moment. We've got to bear in mind he's currently. I liked and dipped. Thank you. He's got games left, so I reckon we're gonna have to wait until that happens. I do think we'll sign him. I reckon eventually they'll cave in. They're holding out because they've got games. City have also got games. And I reckon as soon as Napoli are out of the Champions League, whatever that's going to be, and City have done, that's when games will start to go up. Carl is a little button on the bottom. It's like a little, I mean, you have to if you want to, but there's a little button at the bottom. It says like super chat or something like that, so if you want to, Carl, but don't worry. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Smithy as well. What do you all reckon of your kit, by the way? TDL City FC loves the kit. I really like it. I got it for the video earlier. I could not justify it, but I really like it. I think it's the nicest kit I've seen in a long time. It's one of my favourite kits. I genuinely think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love that pattern. I think it's beautiful. It reminds me of home. This pattern reminds me of home, by the way. That's why I like it. Because it reminds me of Castlefield. Do you know what walks at the start of lockdown? Yeah. You know what walks at the start of lockdown, Nicola? Yeah. It reminds me of that because it's got the bridge patterns on it. So, sexy kit according to Abby Rossonero. Joe says actually a really good kit. Just ordered that away kit, £75. It's so expensive, isn't it? The kit is sick. I want to get one smashing kit. Everyone likes the kit. We need to announce Ake in that kit. Rockley, you're absolutely spot on. I want Ake in this kit. Ake will look badass in this kit. He's a good-looking fella, Ake, and he'll look really cool in it. So I want to see that happen too. Love the trim colour. Yeah, I do too. Sean, the little kind of like the bronze coppery thing. He reminds me of a little bit of a wedding ring colour. You know what I mean? Yeah, my wedding ring, which I've got in a box for whenever we get married one day. It reminds me of that a little bit. Josh Grogan, thank you, Josh. Love you, Josh. Keep up the good work. Moji, sure. Any news on what's happening regarding season tickets? Josh, I don't actually know. I am not a season ticket holder, so I'm not the person to ask for that. Can anyone answer Josh's question? It's all a bit delayed, isn't it? I think it's because they don't know what to do. I know West Ham, one of my friends is a West Ham fan, and he's just had to pay for his season ticket to keep his seat, even though there's no games going on. So I don't know what's going on there. Can everyone answer Josh's question about season tickets? I've not been a season ticket for a few years, so I'm not sure on that, unfortunately. But Josh, thank you very much for the support. You're an absolute hero. When will the third kit be presented? I don't know either, unfortunately, Olivia. I reckon it's normally around like September time when they normally do it. So give it just before the start of the season, I reckon. That's when they'll do it. They normally kind of leave it a little bit later on. So, but this is a weird time, so who knows what they're going to be doing. God knows. I probably won't be getting that one, I'll be honest. It's not really one for me. Haaland or Felix in City? I mean, it's Haaland for me, Omar. Always Haaland. Ex-Manchester City links, of course, with his dad there. I reckon it's got to be Haaland. Sorry, Josh, if no one answered your question. I'm not sure if they did or not in the comments. But yeah, I don't really know, unfortunately. I'm just playing with a Matt as well. It kind of suits the shirt, doesn't it? I just realised, Nicola, this Matt kind of suits the shirt, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a very tenuous thing. I'll stop being a child and playing with that. The third kit looks bad, to be honest. It does indeed, Abby, in my humble opinion. You missed out on Lovren. We don't want Lovren. No one wants Lovren. He's a piece of shite. Very a lot of self-belief though on Lovren. By the way, we're only 9 likes off 300 to get it to that. Go on. Sid reckons Stones should stay. Otamendi should leave. Sid, I would give Stones a go over Otamendi any time. I much prefer the idea of Stones staying around. That would be much nicer for me. I think he's a better player. I think he's a little bit more reliable. And he's just... I mean, there's not much in it, to be honest. They're both equally unreliable. But Stones would get a stay of execution for me if he wanted to. Kyan S saying Jack Harrison, good player. But he's going to Leeds, isn't he? Or he's going to stay at Leeds very much this season. Corey's just asked one of the most... I mean, Corey, with all due respect, Alaba or Chilwell is like saying Aguero or, Dominic Solanke, as far as I'm concerned. It's like Alaba is world class, one of the greatest left backs, the greatest players in the game, and Chilwell's a good left back. He's just good, It's like saying Redmond or Sterling, something like that. To me, it's miles apart. Alaba won't go, I don't think. I think Alaba is going to end up staying, I reckon. John, sorry, it's John, not Josh. I don't know how I read that. I think someone else called Josh commented earlier, John. I apologise. John, hero, thank you very much. Sorry about that, pal. But yeah, so Alaba, obviously, of course, but I just don't think that will happen. I think it'd be great, but it's not going to happen. P. Shepherd, thank you very much. Cheers from Maryland. Pete, I don't even know where Maryland is. Hope Nicola finds work soon. Yeah, I hope she does too. She will do. She had a recruiters rang this morning, so she's feeling confident. Your content is great. You seem like a really good bloke. City. Thank you. Well, I try my best, Pete. You seem like a good bloke as well. Where is Maryland? I know you're good for cookies. That's all I know. Where is Maryland? Do you know? Maryland? Yeah. Yeah, no, but whereabouts? Mid. We reckon it's mid. But thank you very much, Pete. You seem a good person too. I really appreciate it. Nicola had Maryland cookies. Everyone's saying Maryland cookies as well. Good old Maryland cookies. Hello, a bit late to the stream. Better late than never, VBNS. You're always welcome. Next to Washington, D.C. Oh, okay. Philip, you are a good bloke as well. You little beg. I mean, you target man like Dzeko. Oh yeah, basically Nicola got made redundant on Friday. But this morning she woke up to recruiters on LinkedIn already messaging her, so she's buzzing, and she already had 2 phone calls to recruiters. Fingers crossed. The recruitment agencies, fingers crossed, she'll actually get something from it, because she's very talented, very wonderful, and a very good employee. So she will find something. She's brilliant. It's very true. Hear that beat? Oh, wait, it stops. That was the rhubarb crumble being ready. Is Ferran Torres close to a deal? I heard tomorrow he's coming. Joseph, Ferran Torres seems very likely. It could be tomorrow. Now, basically, we've just been waiting to complete his medical. Sam Lee reported he has completed his medical in Barcelona. So we're very close to that. That's great. Torres could be tomorrow. I can't wait to see him in this shirt. We held up with a picture in this shirt. I probably need to edit my thumbnail. I've got it ready. I'm going to put him in this shirt, I reckon. I can't wait to see it. That's very nice of you, John. John saying best wishes, Nicola. Zach Steffen is coming as the backup, apparently. Rock Lee, I would take Zach Steffen at Manchester City. He seems like a really good keeper. The only thing for him is it's a bit of a step down because he is playing regularly in Bundesliga. So it's weird to just go to be a backup. It's not a step down in terms of the club, of course, but it's a step down to rarely play behind Ederson. I mean, I would take it because he's a quality keeper, but it'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Awake it looks good on you, mate. Thank you, Sunish. I like it a lot. This will be the one I'll be wearing in videos. You know when like I do the 8 sport videos or Sky get me on or whatever. I'll be wearing this kit. I'll be repping this beautiful little kind of copper, black and dark blue thing. I think it's gorgeous. Thanks for the quality Man City content. Jeff, thank you. Of course I was going to read that out and massaging my own ego. But Jeff, thank you for being very supportive. I absolutely appreciate it. Losing Scott Carson is a hammer blow. It is indeed, you know. Scott... Nick, Awake It looks bad on you. I was bringing that on actually, really, wasn't it? So fair play. I was just the other side to the coin I decided to pick up. Scott Carson, hammer blow, he is indeed. Also, what I say once again, thank you to Pete Shepherd. Because it's up there, I can see at the top of the chat. So thank you once again, Pete. By the way, 483 people watching this video and only 316 likes. So go figure. What's going on? What's going on? Make sure to give this video a like. Also subscribe if you're new. I don't know how many subscribers is on right now. I've not checked. Let me quickly check. I see them close to another milestone because it's always nice when the milestone ticks over on the video. I'm hoping I'm not too far off 47,200. But now the stream is just frozen on my laptop, which is quite worrying. That means I can't see your comments. I'm sorry. Hopefully this is still playing. But it's genuinely just frozen at my end. Sorry. It's frozen. Nicola, can you check if the comments are still going, please? Because it's frozen for me. Which is a bit worrying. Fingers crossed it has, and I'm still here and live with you all. Oh, it's all good. I'm good. It's back. It's back. Don't worry. It's back. We crashed briefly at my end. By the way, guys, I'm on 37,154. I need 46 more subscribers. So if there's 46 people currently watching who haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, VBNS, no spamming, please. No spamming, and I'll have to put you in timeout if not. I appreciate you mean well, but no spamming. It's very annoying eventually. Are we light on strikers and have too many wingers? Taha, yeah, I kind of agree. I think we want more. I want another striker personally. I like the idea of someone like Kai Havertz. It's not going to happen. Joao Felix should be interesting. I would take that. VBNS, I am going to slightly put you in timeout if you do it one more time because it's a lot of spamming and it's not fair on everyone else. I'll give you... you apologise. It's fine. Don't worry. At least you listened. But Joao Felix, I kind of like the idea of it. I like the idea of Felix. I think he's a good player. He's very intelligent. And I like the idea of him fulfilling his potential at Manchester City. Dustin Likens. Thank you, Dustin. Oh, you're so generous. Like adorable little pair. No one's ever sent me an animated pair before. I'm playing like Ghost of Tsushima at the moment, so the bow thing, I'm really into it. But Dustin, thank you. Dustin, you're a hero. Back at you, Dustin. Very much appreciated. Good game, by the way. It's really growing on me. A lot of people, I like, by the way, watching people tune in a little bit later and then all going, oh, that shirt. I can't believe I just kind of bowed on the stream as well. It's good fun. A lot of people just tuning in going, oh, that shirt's sick, which is, it is just, watch my review, by the way, afterwards, and you get a better view of it. Can we have a meet-up soon? Not right during a pandemic, mate. No one's ever asked me for a meet-up before in general. Like a, maybe, what, do you know what I wanted to do, by the way? I'm not sure if this sounds really arrogant or not, but it's like a favourite coffee shop of mine in Manchester. It's called Idle Hands, and they have like the Blue Moon podcast in there. I would love to one day do a live stream in there, just if anyone wanted to come along, any blues. I think that'd be a really nice idea. But of course, probably not during the pandemic. It'd be good though to do some content in there with some City fans and that. It'd be nice. So I think that'd be good fun. But one day, maybe one day. Hazik, not enough as you'd think. Not as much as you think. Just enough to get by. I appreciate you all, but it's I can't get by. Cancelo in goal, guys. Halle, what are you going on? What are you going on? There's no Hooters in the UK. Dragon Terror. Is there Hooters in the... No, there isn't. No, I think we have like the best we got is we have like a beer keller, which is like a bunch of like sports bars and things like that. But we don't really have like Hooters and stuff like that. We're not. It's not a very UK thing. It's a very American thing. That so, yeah, it's not really the scene in the UK. Stephen with the away kit, Nicola with home kit, and City with Champions League trophy would be a great day. It would be wonderful. Yeah, so it would be wonderful indeed. Jordan's very happy about Sancho, and rightfully so, Jordan. I would be very happy if I was a Manchester City fan. Fair play, you got a good player there. Fair play. How much will Garcia be sold for? I don't know, S. And Stark doesn't want Garcia to leave. And S, I reckon if he goes, I don't think he'll go for what it's worth, but if he does go, 25 million maybe. That's what I'd want from him. That's what I would. That's what I'd get. What I'd want at least, and I think we could be able to get if we were a little bit lucky. You ever meet a fan in the streets? Football, yeah, loads of times. I mean, City fans are everywhere, you know. So I walk around Manchester, I see Blues all the time at games, and it's lovely every single time. And each time I feel like a minus Z-list celebrity, and it's kind of funny. I love it. Do you see? Yeah, Nicola loves it as well. Nicola gets recognised every now and then, don't you? It's great, especially at gigs and stuff. Stephen, will you do a handstand if you win the Champions League, please? Of course, Adam. I don't know how to, but I'll give it a go. Your next year lineup prediction: me, Edison, Laporte, Koulibaly. Ake will be on the bench, unfortunately, at the start. Mendy will start, I reckon. I hope we get Aït-Nouri, that young left back. Ray and Aït-Nouri, I think he's really good. Right back will be Walker still. Cancelo still challenging him, maybe. Maybe he'll play more next season, Cancelo. Rodri and Gundogan will still be in midfielders. I've got a feeling we're still going to sign a midfielder. Like, don't be surprised if someone like Husamawa comes in. Probably not going to happen. Or Benacer, maybe. Foden, De Bruyne, Bernardo. Ferran Torres, I think he'll force his way into the team pretty quickly with Sterling, and then it'll be Aguero still. But who knows? It could be after that. We could sign a few squad players, and it'll be interesting to see. Africano reckons we'll get a striker that no one's heard of. That'll be interesting, wouldn't it? Just a random striker nowhere. And I would love that. I would love it. Eric Morales, yeah, I live in Manchester. Of course I do. All my life, Eric. How lucky though to live somewhere else? You know, like obviously I love living in Manchester. I get to see City and all that kind of stuff. But we all crave living somewhere else. I want to live in America one day personally. Where do you live, Eric? But yeah, I like it here. Of course, I lived there all my life. It's a wonderful place with wonderful people. Someone asked who else is high. Is anyone watching the stream now wasted? Fair enough if they are. But I would love to live in New York one day. It's never going to happen. But I'd love to live in Vancouver as well, or over in New Zealand somewhere. We'll win the lottery, as Nicola keeps saying. We never play the lottery, but she says it every single day. Someone said the other day saying we'll win the lottery is the new. When the pandemic's over is when we win the lottery. Yeah. It's all bullshit, Brendan, the empty seat stuff. Ignore it all. I actually... advice for Twitter, by the way. Mute the phrase empty seats. I muted that about 2 years ago. And honestly, I've seen so much less bullshit on my timeline. And it's incredible. It's so much better. This whole comment section is hammered right now. Dragon Terror, I probably agree. It absolutely is. There's a lot of people just wasted on the stream apparently. I don't endorse it. It's illegal in most places, so I don't endorse it at all, of course. Unless you're in Amsterdam or Vancouver, then go for it. Have fun. Osimhen joining Napoli for 50 million. Yep, good player apparently. Where's the Ferran interview? I mean, I haven't got Ferran Torres, unfortunately. I would love to interview Ferran Torres, but I don't think that's going to happen. Guys, I reckon I'm going to stop it there because I'm getting very, very hungry. And Nicola's got to go make some dinner and all that kind of stuff. Eric Morales lives in California. Let's switch. Should we go live in California and switch with Eric for a bit? Yeah. Eric, we'll switch. We'll have the beach for a bit and you can have Manchester and smog. Smog and Manchester.
We should do the holiday thing.
What holiday thing?
The holiday theme of the movie where you switch flats.
Switch flats? What's he on about? Is that the holiday, the film? Oh, Nicola reckons we should do a swap. Someone who wants to do a swap, and we'll swap. But Eric, thank you very much for that. You're a hero. Let's switch, and we'll do that. We'll have your smog and beach. You have our smog and buildings. Guys, enjoyed the stream. It's good fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Go watch the kit review. I'm going to put a link. Go open another tab now. I'm going to have some dinner and all that kind of stuff. Watch the kit review afterwards. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Hit the subscribe button. Dustin Likens just dropping a little fist bump guy at the end. Dustin, thank you. What a way to go. Like that, Dustin Hero. Thank you to everyone who supported the channel as well, joining us for all the super chats. I love you all those and appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who just likes the video and subscribes as well. Seriously, you don't have to worry about doing the super chats or everything else is just very much appreciated too. Everyone who can though, thank you. You're heroes. You don't realise how much it means. But everyone else, thank you very much for the stream. I'll be back tomorrow, same time tomorrow, of course. Be here at, well, not same time, maybe same time, 8ish, I reckon, 7:30, 8ish. Fingers crossed, there'll be another video early in the day, though. It could be the Herrera and Torres video. Fingers crossed, It's all ready to press go whenever that happens. Anyway, go watch the kit review. Love you all loads. Have a good evening. Go and eat some rhubarb crumble. If you've got it, go and have fun, drink a drink, play a game, hug your parents or someone else. Be nice. Bye.